Test, 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 test.
Test, test, 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, test. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, test, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Proud to broadcast high school athletics
Online
from Portland's West Side.
we are West Side Mobile Media.
Banks, Oregon.
parts of the country are enjoying a beautiful sunny afternoon, like in Arizona. Just listening to a baseball game on the way out here. The sunny 70 degrees. Trevor, those days are coming up shortly. And, of course, talking about baseball, the Banks Braves, baseball and softball, going to be starting here in a couple of weeks. But the basketball team hoping that fans have something to cheer about in the next couple of weeks before we get to baseball, as both the Banks Braves basketball team tonight looking to punch their ticket into the state tournament. And, you know, it's interesting. A few years ago, that state tournament used to be at one site, but I think the decision was made. Many factors led to a decision that went into moving that, scaling that back a little bit. Among one of the things is that the first round games, like the Banks Lady Braves will host next weekend right here, is a first round game of the state tournament. Those used to be played on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and it makes it really tough for, I'll use Phoenix as an example. They're from Southern Oregon, the southern part of the state. The 4A tournament used to be at Gill Coliseum in Corvallis on the campus of Oregon State University. So it made it really tough for fans to get to those earlier games. So what they tried to do, I think, one of the reasons they tried to do this on-campus sites is to allow for the atmosphere, a better atmosphere for playoff games, allow fans to be able to see those first-round games, and then move the Elite Eight, as you will, the quarterfinal round, to the one site, to the weekend games, thinking that, you know, more people could get off work to get those weekend games. So that's a really kind of interesting dynamic. I think it was just a couple of years ago. It was even pre-pandemic when they made that change, and that was just to get more fans. Of course, now it's kind of like as a safety issue with, you know, a lot of tournaments. They actually have the Final Four in the state in one site, so that they don't have as many teams coming in. But that's not the reason why OSAA does that. It's really for fans, and because a lot of those state tournament sites are big arenas, and they were finding if you look at the, you know, the video feeds of those games, or you're in there, they were finding that the first and second round games, a lot of empty arenas in those games. So they said, hey, let's get it to on campus where schools can fill those up and have a great championship atmosphere for the schools. And I'm expecting a really good crowd here, at least on the Banks side. We'll see how many people make the long trip up from Southern Oregon, up I-5 on this drizzly day throughout the Willamette Valley here in the state of Oregon. But it's good to be. It's nice and warm inside, and we're hoping that Cooper Goebel makes it rain here tonight. That would be his three-point barrage, as he can get hot. And as I say, he just splashes one here in the shoot-around. So hopefully there's more of that to come. And, you know, a good Saturday barbecue always goes good with a little mayo. You can't have it with mayo, and that's going to be a key, I think, for the Banks Braves, is Ben Mayo with his shooting and his ability to drive to the lane against really a Phoenix team that's kind of undersized when you look at the Banks and Phoenix rosters. It's going to be fun, though. It's playoff basketball. It's here as both teams fighting for berth in the state tournament.
Thank you, Jonathan. Had some mic issues when we first went on the air. Apologize for that. Want to go over again how both teams got here. Phoenix finished in the top 24, one of the last few teams to get in. They are 10-13 overall, 5-5 in the Skyline Conference, finishing as that league's number 3 seed to state. Top 3, some leagues' top 4 will get into the state playoffs. Astoria lost last night as the 3 seed in the Coapa League. That game a lot closer than I expected. Astoria's first time into the playoffs in probably at least 5 or 6 years. They fell at home last night to Woodburn, the 4th place team out of the Oregon West, but Oregon West arguably the toughest league this year in 4A boys basketball, with 2 teams in the top 5 with Philomath and Cascade. Staten also they're hosting a game today in the play-in round. The highest-ranked 3rd place team, also out of the Oregon West League. Jonathan?
Oregon West also a very tough team in the girls basketball as well. Very tough elite basketball in both leagues.
So Banks and Seaside, who actually got the league's #1 spot to state and will get a bye to the first round next weekend. Banks and Seaside finished tied, each beating each other on the other's home court. They finished tied at 7-1 to finish the season. They played a tiebreaker game last Saturday at Tillamook. Seaside had a 7-point lead, the largest of the game for either team in that contest. The Banks Braves trailed by 6 with under 30 seconds left. Cooper Goebel got fouled on a three-pointer from about 28 feet top of the circle. Came up well short. Only made one of the three and then missed the last. Charlie White got the putback as the horn sounded to make the final score Seaside 62, Banks 59. So a win today by the Banks Braves, and they will go on the road for the first round next Friday or Saturday. And of course, this weekend going on at Coos Bay, or next weekend going on at Coos Bay North Bend, is the 3A state tournament, and then the week following will be the 4A boys and girls state tournament. Next year, Banks hopes to return as a member of the 3A, as Banks lost about 100 students over the pandemic and will drop a classification when the new classification plan is in place next year. Girls basketball, Banks Lady Braves win the Kawapa League despite getting a battle late from Astoria. Those two teams again finished tied and faced each other in a tiebreaker situation also at Tillamook last Saturday. Banks led 35-17 late in the third quarter. Astoria closed on a 27-9 run to send it to overtime, tied at 44. Had some clock issues late in that game with under 5 seconds left. Every stoppage of play, they wound up adding time to the clock. Banks escapes that with a steal with just under 3 seconds left, as Astoria was forced to inbound after a made free throw, I believe, with just under 3 seconds left. Haley Evans comes up with the huge steal as clock expires, and the Lady Braves hold on for the 52-50 overtime victory over Astoria and will host a first-round home game next weekend. We'll get you a quick 1-minute break and get you the starters, hopefully, for both teams in just a moment. You're listening to Banks Braves boys basketball in the OSAA 4A 2022 boys basketball play-in round of the state playoffs. We'll be back after this from Jason Bond Remodeling.
Thinking about updating your kitchen or bath? James Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They offer stone countertop fabrication and installation and cabinet installation services. They'll do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based locally in Washington County, they'll do jobs in most Portland metro locations. Call 503-753-9993 or email jasonbondremodeling@gmail.com. Jason Bond Remodeling, Oregon CCV number 227733.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
And we're back, just under 2 minutes left before the tip-off between the Banks Braves and the Phoenix Pirates. Banks finishing 16-6 overall, 7-1 in the Kawapa League as the number 2 team to state. Jonathan Lee, I think, is ready for the starters for this afternoon's contest, as we have day basketball on this wet Saturday afternoon. We'll go ahead and send it over to Jonathan Lee for today's starters.
Well, before we get to the starters of these two teams, let's take a look at our opponent. And scouting our opponent tonight, this afternoon, it is the Phoenix Pirates, who come in number 22. As Trevor talked about, they're at the bottom end of the top 24 that make it into the play-in rounds of course, the top 8 have earned automatic bids into the state tournament, and then the next 16 teams, which Banks and Phoenix are a part of. Banks is number 9 on the OSAA final rankings. Phoenix number 22. The Phoenix Pirates starters, a very senior-laden team. Jack Monroe going to get the start at guard. He's a 6-foot senior. Jenner Selden, a 5'7 junior, will also start along with Miguel Valadez, a 5'11 senior, Dylan Harper, a 5'11 sophomore, and Julius Bolstad, 6'5 junior. He's the tallest player on their team. Most of the Phoenix Pirates are all about 6 feet. The starting 5 for your Banks Braves, of course, normal: Wyatt Selleck, Ben Mayo, Cooper Goebel, Charlie White, and Michael Vereen. Trevor?
Thank you, Jonathan. And kind of talked a little bit about Cooper Goebel and Ben Mayo before the break, and hopefully Ben Mayo can, Hop Mayo, as we talked about, can make you sick, and he did that against Philomath. Seaside did a pretty good job of containing him. Hopefully Ben Mayo can make the Pirates sick tonight with some hot shooting from beyond the perimeter. And get you the starters for Phoenix in just a moment, wearing navy blue uniforms, red across the shoulders with white trim, Pirates and white lettering, red trim on the lettering and numerals. White numerals with red trim on the backs of the jerseys. One thing to be thankful for today, pretty easy to read numbers today with the color scheme for Phoenix. Newport also a similar color scheme, as their colors are navy blue, red, and white. Getting the start tonight for Phoenix, number 3, Jack Monroe. Number 10, Jenner Selden. 5'11 senior, number 15, Miguel Valadez. Number 23, Dylan Harper, and number 33, tallest player on the Phoenix roster. Looking forward to that matchup, Jonathan, with Charlie White, number 33, Julius Bolstad.
Yeah, Julius Bolstad is listed on the OSAA roster as being 6'5", but I looked at the Max Prep roster. He's listed as 6'4", 200 pounds. He's a real bruiser inside, but he's going to be going up against a couple of big bruisers as well from the Banks football team. That's Charlie White, who's headed to Portland State to play football, and Michael Vereen. So going to be a load inside for him, and it might be the biggest opponents that he's faced this season.
Starters being introduced for the Banks Braves. We're going to go ahead and send it to break while the national anthem is played, as we don't want to talk over that. We'll be back in about 2 minutes after this from Sarah Hesselman, Keller Williams Realty.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your Banks Braves. Sarah Hesselman, realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
You could save hundreds of dollars by moving another loan over to Wana Credit Union. Receive cash or make no payments for 90 days. Get started by visiting wana.fcu.org. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
And we're back, set for the tip-off between the Phoenix Pirates of the Skyline Conference, 10-13 overall, 5-5, number 3 seed out of the Southern Oregon 4A Conference. Jumping it up will be Julius Bolstad for the Pirates against Cooper Goebel, and it's tipped into the backcourt, controlled by the Braves, moving right to left as you look at your listening device, west to east directionally with the basketball. Selleck from Cooper Goebel, left wing 2, Ben Mayo left corner 3, and hot start for Ben Mayo. 3-0 Braves on top early, 20 seconds in. Phoenix back with the basketball. On top, Jenner Selden. Left wing to Miguel Valadez. Valadez dribbles around Mayo. Harper back to Valadez. Right wing to Jenner Selden. One dribble, back to Valadez. Nearly stolen, but an overplay by Mayo leaves a wide open pass baseline to Jack Monroe. Jumper is short, and the rebound to the Braves. Cooper Goebel crosses the Golden Arrowhead at midcourt. Left wing to Selleck. Far side, Cooper Goebel. Oh, bad pass. Tried to get it inside to Michael Vereen, and it's tipped away and stolen. And Phoenix is going to go with a shift change next break as they get it inside to Julius Bolstad. And Banks now with just a 3-2 lead early in the first quarter. It is not the fourth quarter. We're getting that updated as we speak. Miss at the rim from the Braves. Ball loose, and it's going to go out of bounds back to Banks as Jack Monroe couldn't save it along the end line. 3-2, number 8 Banks with a 1-point lead over Phoenix. 6:35 to go in the first quarter. Mayo will inbound right baseline corner to Charlie White over in the baseline. Goebel back to Mayo again. Baseline corner jumper, looked online, over and off, no good. Rebound, Phoenix wants to push. That's Selden, bad ball handling, and Phoenix fans, I think, wanted to travel, but Mayo was going to drive to the basket off the turnover, and it's 5-2. Banks with a 3-point lead, 6 minutes to go, 6:05 first quarter. Ayala Talbot drives inside, had 4 3-point field goals in a game against 3A St. Mary's of Medford early in the season. Ayala Talbot on top. As Phoenix goes with a new group, on top to Jackson Selden. And pass is stolen by Cooper Goebel. Up ahead to Mayo, and lays it up and in. Ben Mayo 7, Phoenix 2, 2.5 minutes in. At the basket, center of the key, no. Backboard, front of the rim. We get our first whistle of the game, and it's a foul on Banks. And Jackson Selden will be at the line to shoot 2. Foul will be on Charlie White, his first. And anytime Charlie White is the first player to pick up a foul for Banks, that's not good news. I know in the Seaside game he did a pretty good job of keeping that in check, but want to keep him in the game and not see him get into foul trouble. First free throw for Jackson Selden is no good as Julius Bolstad comes back in the game for Phoenix, and I think they get most of their starters back in except for Jackson Selden shooting free throws. Second free throw is good, 7-3, and indeed Jenner Selden will come in for looks like his twin brother Jackson Selden. 7-3 Braves. Under 5.5 minutes, first quarter, Braves with the basketball. Driving to the basket, Cooper Goebel with a fancy move, flips it up kind of underhand granny style and makes the score 9-3. Back the other way, quickly, shot is blocked by Charlie White, saves to Cooper. Back the other way, Phoenix missing Dylan Harper. Back the other way for the Braves, Cooper Goebel drives to the basket, inside to Michael Vereen, lays it up and in, and Phoenix calls time. I believe Troy McNichol wanted an offensive foul that time. on Cooper Goebel as he found Michael Vereen cutting across the baseline, and the Banks Braves offense starting to find some balance now. Other people starting to score besides Ben Mayo. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this. It's Banks now 11 and Phoenix 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand it's more than a farm, it's your life. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect what you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Call American Family Agent Terry Powell in Gaston, 503-521-8842.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Foul in the backcourt on the Braves. First foul on Cooper Goebel. Second team foul, none for Phoenix. Pirates with the basketball. Valadez, right wing to Dylan Harper. Valadez, top of the circle. Left wing, driving inside, Jenner Selden. Probably shortest player Banks has seen in quite some time. Runner at the rim is either an air ball or partially tipped. Braves the rebound. Cooper Goebel pulls up, kicks it over to Ben Mayo for three. No, that's tipped around and controlled by Wyatt Selleck. Bodies on the floor, no foul. Michael Vereen, wide open baseline, corner right side is short, and the rebound to Valadez. Mayo is going to get called for a hand check, tried to poke it away from behind, and that's already the 13th foul for the Braves in the first quarter.
Yeah, Ben Mayo's been very active at the top of the Banks 2-3 zone tonight and also in the backcourt. Very active hands getting after it.
Already 7 of the Braves' 11 points, first 7 in fact, as that jumper from Valadez goes out of bounds from the right wing 3 over the top of the backboard, back to the Braves. And Phoenix Pacific Basketball, if you're familiar with them, they play a similar style with kind of a hockey shift substitution style with all new 5 coming in each time, as Mayo gets it from Goebel. Charlie White at the rim, around and off, no. Rebound tipped and controlled by Robin Trenbeath. Gets it back right wing as Phoenix is into the front court. Ayala Talbot left wing. Robin Trenbeath around the perimeter to Jackson Selden. Free throw line, and we're going to get a jump ball as Wyatt Selleck reached around from behind. Robin Trenbeath. Jackson Selden inbounds right of his own basket. Ayala Talbot head faked and shuffled the feet in the process, and that's a travel. 3's on the timer. That's already the 4th turnover for Phoenix.
Jennings bringing a full court pressure zone.
To Mayo, front court. Goebel drives right side, pulls up in the key. Kind of almost tripped himself and pulled up so he wouldn't get caught with the travel, and had an ugly shot, missed left of the rim. 3 again from Ayala Talbot is no good. Rebound to the Braves. Mayo, front court to Goebel. Charlie White left wing, through the hands of Mayo, but to Wyatt Selleck left wing. Vereen back out to Selleck. Goebel. Left side, takes a deep NBA 3 and canned it. And it's 14-3. Good sign for the Braves, as Cooper Goebel normally has a very cold start to the last dozen contests or so. Ayala Talbot brings the ball halfway between the top of the circle and the center court stripe. Trenbeath drives left of the key. Jackson Selden may have got away with the travel, drives inside, comes up short, and that's the 4th team foul on the Braves. Still almost 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, first quarter, and that's going to be on Ben Mayo or Wyatt Selleck as they change the scoreboard now. His first and already the 4th team foul. First free throw, bounces off the front of the rim and spins off the left side for Jackson Selden.
Yeah, when you're undersized, you got to do things that you can to shake things up, and that's what Coach Troy McNichol is doing. McNichols is doing for Phoenix as they're trying to keep fresh legs on the court.
Second free throw for Phoenix is good from Jackson Selden. 14-4 Braves. 2:24 left in the first quarter.
Jackson Selden with 2 points, all from the free throw line, 2 out of 4.
Phoenix giving Banks some trouble in the backcourt off the press. Oh, shot blocked by Cooper. Put back, though, is good from Miguel Valadez, and it's 14-6.
It's just the second field goal of the game for Phoenix.
Jackson White into the front court. Ben Mayo, right corner three. Counted, and they're going to call a travel. I thought he was fouled on the shot. And instead, it's going to be a turnover against the Braves. Wyatt Selleck will come out. Nick Vidmantis replaces him. No pressure from Banks with an 8-point lead. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 14-6 lead. Driving inside is Miguel Valadez. Jumper right of the key. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Billy Harris now in the game. To Charlie White. Between the hand dribble, gets it over to Cooper Goebel. Mayo left corner three is good. And Ben Mayo already with 10 of the Braves, 17 points, and the lead is back to double digits at 11. 17-6 three-pointer to answer is off no good from Jack Monroe, a little bit long from the right baseline corner. Ahead to Vidmantis. Drives inside, hangs, tries to go backboard, no. Tip in, Ben Mayo, 12 already in the first quarter. 19-6 Braves. And we're going to get a foul on the Braves. Cooper Goebel, his second, and he may have to come out. Nobody up off the bench yet for the Braves. 19-6 Braves, a 13-point lead. 1:14 to go, and early we see Caden Peterson come in for Cooper Goebel. Normally do not see him unless it's kind of a blowout situation late in contests. He did get some early playing time last Saturday against Seaside. Three from Jack Monroe. Back off the back bracket, no good. Charlie White the rebound. He'll bring it up. Pass is stolen, though, by Valadez. Back the other way. Drives inside, clips it up and in. 19-8. Charlie White to Caden Peterson. Braves have to hurry to get it across, and instead it's nearly stolen. 45.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Banks a 19-8 lead over the Phoenix Pirates, number 3 seed out of the Skyline Conference, the league representing the 4A Southern Oregon region. Charlie White to inbound, just inside the backcourt, gets it to Billy Harris. Finds Caden Peterson. On top to Vidmantis, bumped, and finally a foul is called against Phoenix after Ayala Talbot, totally accidental, but nearly knocked Vidmantis to the floor, and that's just the first foul on Phoenix with 39 seconds to go in the first quarter compared to Banks' 5. Vidmantis inbounds to Mayo in the backcourt. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Billy Harris in the corner. Vidmantis to Charlie White, kicks it over to Caden Peterson for three. That's good, all net, and it's 22-8. I believe that's the largest lead of the game for the Braves early in the contest.
Caden Peterson was wide open over there in the corner. It's a great find to see him, and he just got it and let it fly.
And we're going to have a traveling call on Robin Trenbeth, and another turnover for Phoenix. 14.6 seconds left. Banks will inbound three-quarters court against a 1-3-1 Pirates zone. Now they're going to back him into a man. Billy Harris to Peterson. Double teamed and jump ball. Possession will stay with the Braves. 3.4 seconds remaining in the quarter. (22-8). Banks a 14-point lead. Peterson inbounds to Vidmantis, inside to Charlie White at the horn. Put back Billy Harris. Made the basket, but it will not count as Ball was still in the hands of Billy, trying to go up against the glass. And after 1 quarter of play, it's been all Banks. Phoenix has tried to do what they can defensively to stay close. Forced a couple of steals off the press, but Banks with a 14-point lead as we head to the second quarter. Banks 22, Phoenix 8. We'll be back after this from Banks Post newspaper.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
And we're back, start of the second quarter. Banks a 22-8 lead over the 3 seed out of the Skyline Conference Phoenix Pirates. Pirates with the basketball to start the second quarter, moving left to right. With the basketball is Valadez, drives inside, jumper right of the key, misses everything but the weak side backboard. Billy Harris gets it to Charlie White across the timeline, and the ball goes through the hands of Igmantis, stolen by Phoenix. Pirates with the basketball, left baseline corner to Jenner Selden. Drives inside, kind of looks like a young Steph Curry. And out for 3 is good from Miguel Valadez. Banks now with a 22-11 lead. Phoenix is going to stay in that press.
7 points for Valadez now.
And turnover from Charlie White. New group in for the Braves. 4th turnover on Banks. Starters are back in the game for Banks, 22-11. Phoenix with the basketball on top to Jenner Selden. Valadez, right corner baseline is good from Julius Bolstad, and Phoenix back within single digits at 22-14. Front court, Selleck to Charlie White. Finds Mayo, right baseline. 3 is rims in. 15 points for Ben Mayo, 25-14, back to an 11-point lead. Pass is stolen. Mayo drives one-on-one against Selden, has it poked away from behind. 6:29 to go in the first half. Banks a 25-14 lead. Ben Mayo with 15 of the Braves' 25 points here in the first quarter, already knocking down a couple of trays. Selleck to inbound left of his own basket. Mayo wide open again, left baseline corner. That one's over and off. Cooper Goebel, the putback. Could have been a 3-point play, but he gets the layup, and it's 27-14. Back the other way, Trenbeth for 3, and that misses everything but the backboard. And Michael Vereen, the rebound for the Braves. Charlie White, double teamed, and gets it to Goebel. The point guard set up left end line, drives all the way to the basket, splits a double team all the way to the rim, 29-14. Back the other way, pass nearly stolen, but Phoenix able to save it midcourt. Trenbeth, Selden inside to Ayala Talbot, can't go up with it, back out to Trenbeth, or number 30, who we don't have on the roster. Trenbeth, right wing, and it's stolen by Ben Mayo. 5:35 left in the first half. Cooper Goebel lost the handle. Bounce pass to Charlie White. Telegraphed that pass and stolen by Phoenix. Up ahead to Roman Stubbs in the game. And bad pass as Phoenix a little bit out of control of that possession. Another turnover, 29-14, 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Banks a 15-point lead. Oh, they're going to say it's Phoenix basketball. I'm not sure I agree with that. Valadez, right wing. Banks appears to be in a zone. Jack Monroe. Dylan Harper drives inside. Short, no good. Rebound is Bolstad tries to go up, has it rejected, but Phoenix keeps the possession. 5 minutes left in the first half, trailing 29-14. Bolstad for three with a man in his face, knocks it down, 29-17. Braves a 12-point lead, and we're going to get a travel on Wyatt Selleck, far side. Phoenix with the basketball following the Banks turnover. Valadez won't take the three. Dylan Harper, left corner to Jack Monroe is good. Phoenix again within single digits at 29-20.
It's a 10-0 run.
Goebel, and a 10-second count. Seventh turnover on the Braves, 4:22 left in the first half. Phoenix within single digits at 9. They had it at 8 earlier in the quarter. Valadez, Bolstad, head fakes on a right corner three. Back Valadez with the basketball. Cross court left wing to Dylan Harper. Left corner to Monroe. Valadez takes a fadeaway three and can that one. Phoenix fans are on their feet, 29-23. Phoenix within 6, closest they've been in a while. Charlie White with his head up the whole way, and it's knocked away from behind. Loose ball picked up by Valadez, tries to go up at the rim and won't take it. Inside to Charlie White, and we're going to get a loose ball foul on Bolstad. Just the second team foul on Phoenix. 3:49 to go in the first half. Selleck on top to Vereen. Goebel, left side top of the circle. Charlie White free throw line. Nice pass inside to Michael Vereen. Can't get the layup as it spins off the front of the rim. And Vereen comes up out of the backcourt court trying to poke it away from Valadez, who drives to the basket. Misses the layup, luckily for the Braves, and Vereen comes away with the board. Cooper. And gets into the front court despite a push-off. Drives, leaves it for Michael Vereen, lays it up and in.
That was a great pass by Cooper Goebel. Just a little check-off and a dump pass inside on the low block.
31-23, Braves back to an 8-point lead. Still being outscored, though, 15-8 in the half, or in the quarter. Bolstad for three, no. Rebound, Charlie White. Gets it to the point guard, Cooper Goebel. Back to Charlie White across midcourt. Mayo for three again. Ooh, rims out. Rebound tipped. Controlled by Cooper Goebel. Throws it up at the basket as he's knocked to the floor. As I almost did a big-time no-no. Nearly called Cooper his brother. I know he does not appreciate that. 2:46 to go, 31-23. Banks an 8-point lead. Of course, Blake Goebel, starting tight end for Eastern Washington. Apparently not in the act of shooting. I don't agree with that. Inside to Cooper Goebel, 33-23, back to a 10-point lead. Front court, Phoenix with the basketball. 2:35 left in the first half. Trenbeth, left wing to Ayala Talbot is no good, and the rebound. Phoenix tries to save it right to Charlie White. Pass ahead to Ben Mayo. The run out, lays it up and in, and Ben Mayo with 17. It's 35-23, back to a 12-point lead. And nearly stolen, but it's knocked out of bounds by Ben Mayo. Far side on the left wing as a new 5 come in for the Pirates. 2:09 left in the first half. Jack Monroe will inbound. Quarter court to Jenner Selden. Back to Monroe. Splits a double team. Lost the basketball, but gets it to Valadez. Pulls up top of the circle. Right wing to Harper. Back to Valadez. Drives right of the key. Inside to Julius Bolstad. Head fakes and gets Charlie White to go over the top. Gets the lay-in. Back to 10. 35-25. Under 2 minutes. Cooper. Out near midcourt, flings a pass to Wyatt Selleck. Mayo for three again. Over and off, no. That would have been his 20th points of the first half if that had gone down. 10-point lead for the Braves. Valadez pulls up right wing. Cross-court pass to Bolstad. Big guy can shoot from outside. He's already hit a couple of threes. Valadez drives right of the key. Monroe lost it on the way up, and it's taken away by Charlie White. 1:15 left first half. Couple of dribbles. Bad pass. Charlie White tried to get it to Vereen in the front court for what he thought would have been an easy layup. Valadez with the steal. Braves getting a little sloppy with their passing. Valadez pulls up left to the key. No. Rebound Charlie White. This time Ben Mayo and unable to. Braves get a lucky break as Jenner Selden couldn't come up with it as the pass ahead to Ben Mayo nearly let him out of bounds on the opposite end line. And Jenner Selden nearly came away with the steal but couldn't keep it in play. And it's going to be Braves basketball back in for the Pirates, number 5, Roman Stubbs, replacing Jack Monroe. And now Robin Trenbeth in the game for Dylan Harper as Wyatt Selleck gets ready to inbound at midcourt. 52.4 seconds left. First half, 35-25. Banks with a 10-point lead, a little bit closer than we expected. Phoenix has been within as many as 6. Goebel to Charlie White. Head fake, and he's going to get called for the travel. And a sloppy second quarter for the Braves. Banks had a 22-8 lead after one. They've been outscored 17-13 in the second. That's the 10th turnover for Banks. Trenbeth, left wing, way out on top to Jenner Selden. Right wing to Valadez. Dribbles the ball, baseline corner right side, back out to Trenbeth. 30 seconds. Jenner Selden back to Trenbeth. Bounce pass inside to Roman Stubbs. Against a double team, throws it up at the rim. No, rebound tipped around. Put back at Julius Bolstad. 35-27 and a whistle. Roman Stubbs thought he had forced a Banks foul, but official says, no, you didn't. Third team foul on Phoenix, 5 on Banks. Neither team will be in the bonus in the first half. Vereen drives right wing over to Wyatt Selleck. He tries a left corner 3. That's too hard, no. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Vereen. 3 seconds. Mayo at the horn, over and off, no. Rebound bounced around, and that will do it for the first half. But Phoenix has got to be pretty happy with the way they've played in the first half, especially in the first quarter. Their defense forcing already 10 turnovers in the first half against Banks with their pressure in the backcourt. Otherwise, this game would be a rout. At the half, it's number 8 Banks 35, Phoenix 27. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back after this from Andy McNabb, Allstate.
Andy McNabb Allstate in North Plains is your local Allstate agent. Located at 10120 Northwest Glencoe, across from Subway. She has 20 years of Allstate experience providing auto, home, renters, life, and other insurance products. Get a quote and receive a $10 gift card. Andy McNabb Allstate. Call 503-433-5030. That's 503-433-5030.
Have you ever wanted to explore the option of purchasing a home or refinancing your current home to lower your interest rate or get cash back for debt consolidation? I'm Amy Downs, a Senior Loan Officer with Diamond Residential Mortgage Corporation, and I pride myself on working with complete transparency, honesty, and integrity throughout the loan process and beyond. Call me at 360-513-6808 today. NMLS 1583279. Licensed loan originator in Oregon, Washington, Tennessee, Texas, and Arizona.
Diamond Residential Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 186805, licensed by the Oregon Division of Financial Regulation under the Oregon Mortgage Lending License number ML-5206. All rates, fees, and loan terms are subject to formal loan applications, credit risk appraisal, evaluation, and other lending criteria. Programs, rates, terms, and conditions are subject to change without notice.
And we're back. Halftime, Banks with an 8-point lead over Phoenix, 35-27. Ben Mayo with 20 points unofficially in the first half. Cooper Goebel, 4 of 5 shooting, and Ben Mayo, 8 of 13. That's pretty good shooting between those two players. Phoenix has done a good job inside on Charlie White and Michael Vereen, but it's the guards doing most of the damage here in the first half, with Cooper and Ben accounting for most of the points from Banks here in the first half. Jonathan has gone down to the scores table to confirm things with the scorebook. Try to get you some other scores from around the state. And most of those last night, as most playoff games in 4A on the boys' side are happening either as we speak or later tonight. Other games today, Sisters, the last team to get in, is at Baker, the second place finisher out of the Greater Oregon League. McLaughlin at Staten, and Tillamook at Corbett, the only other team besides the fourth team to get in out of the Kawapa League besides Seaside, Banks, and Astoria. Astoria lost last night 57-55 at home to Woodburn. Other scores last night from the 4A boys playing round: North Marion over Mazama 79-69. Mazama, the number 2 team out of the Skyline Conference. And when you think about how far North Marion had to travel from basically the Woodburn area, Woodburn Canby, to Klamath Falls, that's an even more incredible feat, as you give Mazama a few points for home court advantage with the amount of travel time for North Marion. Malala wins at home, a little bit of a surprise by that one. Malala 55, Cottage Grove 48. And one other final last night involving the Skyam. Marist wins at Klamath Union 76-56. 3A scores from last night: Oregon Episcopal over Brookings 61-52. Vale defeated Amity 60-42. Umatilla over Santiam Christian in an upset 71-61. De La Salle won last night. There we go with the score 63-26, blowing out Warrenton. Pleasant Hill with a 23-point win over Willamina. Congratulations to the Billies southeast of Eugene. And Westside Christian, the number 1 seed overall, with a 10-point win over Harrisburg, 59-49, as the brackets are now set up for the 3A state tournament starting Thursday night at Coos Bay North Bend. On the boys' side, 2A finals, just one team from our area that played in the first round last night. Regis of Staten won at home over Manahouse Christian of Tigard, 51-46. No 1A teams in action from our area. 4A girls basketball scores from last night, as Jonathan continues to get official numbers tallied up. 4A scores from last night, girls basketball. Astoria did win handily at home over Malala, 56-37. Marist, no problem with Klamath Union. All these winners at home. Marist with a 44-17 win. Staten 37, Cottage Grove 21 in another low-scoring game. And Hidden Valley, no problem with McLaughlin of Milton Freewater, 57-32. Banks girls will learn their first-round opponent for next weekend later tonight, as the final girls playing games are played later this evening. 3A girls basketball scores: one final involving an area team. Nissa 68, Klatskanai 41. The rest of those games will be held either as we speak or later tonight. Yamhill Carlton is at Sutherland. The Tigers are going to have a tough time against the Bulldogs in North Douglas County. Oregon Episcopal is at Willamina, and Rainier at Amity. 2A girls basketball scores. Again, waiting for that to update. Still waiting for that to refresh. So I think we'll go ahead and get you those scores a little bit later as Jonathan Lee. Jonathan, are you ready for numbers from the first half? Okay. We'll go ahead and take a break. Under 3 minutes to go before the start of the third quarter. Banks 35, Phoenix 27. We'll be back in 1 minute.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. I'm Chris Recheck, your Forest Grove Edward Jones financial advisor. At Edward Jones, we believe in building a complete picture of your financial life, including your goals and passions, so we can help you work toward achieving what's most important to you. Call me at 503-359-4092 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
That's, where I'm from, that's so unprofessional. I don't like unprofessionalism.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street Pizza.
And we're back inside 90 seconds. Banks an 8-point lead, 35-27, as we get ready to start the third quarter. One final from earlier this afternoon, upset from 2A girls basketball. Stanfield over Vernonia, 34-31. Under a minute left, 35-27. Banks getting ready to start the third quarter. Jonathan?
Just taking a look at the first half numbers from the first half. Look at the scoring. The game's leading scorer for Phoenix is Miguel Valadez with 13 points. Julius Bolstad, 9. He only missed one shot. And the game's leading scorer is Ben Mayo, officially with 17 points on 7 of 13 shooting. Cooper Golo with 9 points, has only missed one shot. Cooper 4 out of 5 from the field. And 4 points for Michael Vereen, 2 for Charlie White, and 3 for Caden Peterson. That was on a shot where he was wide open in the corner. And I think it was Cooper Goebel actually that had the ball at the top of the key and found him. It was Cooper or Wyatt, can't remember at that point. But all I remember is Caden Peterson had pitched his tent and he was wide open over there already. And he was as open as an all-night gas station over there in the corner.
Banks moving right to left to start the second half in their white uniforms. Navy blue lettering with Vegas gold trim.
Banks with 11 rebounds in the first half to 2 unofficially for Phoenix.
Cutting back, door, baseline. Ben Mayo now with 19. Banks a 10-point lead, 37-27 early third quarter. Steal, Ben Mayo lays it up and in now with 21. 39-27. Banks is scoring quicker than I can update the scoreboard. 7.5 minutes, third quarter. Jenner Selden on top to Dylan Harper, back to Jenner. Drives inside the circle right wing. Kickball gets it back, nearly stolen by Mayo. Around the perimeter to Valadez. Left wing three is good.
16 points for Miguel Valadez, leading scorer for Phoenix.
39-30. Green drives inside. Bad pass, but Mayo able to save. Brings it back out. Top of the circle to Ben Mayo. Dribbles the ball. Far side, top of the circle to Selleck. Back to Cooper. Thought about a three, but Jenner guarding him closely. Selleck. Left side to Michael Vereen. Drives left baseline, one dribble. Back out to Selleck. Cross-court pass to Cooper. Left wide open, NBA three. Around and out, no. Rebound is going to go out of bounds off of Jack Monroe. 6:36 to go in the third quarter. Banks a 9-point lead. Number 30, Diego Hernandez, the player we did not have on our roster earlier. into the game for Phoenix. Bounce pass inside to Cooper Goebel at the rim, no. Layup or rebound taken away by Charlie White. Tries to go up against a triple team and is going to be fouled. Should be a 2-shot foul, or they're going to say a late whistle and out of bounds.
It was before the shot.
Oh, okay. So Wyatt Selleck will inbound left side. To Mayo, wide open left corner three. In and out, no good. Rebound. Cooper Goebel able to take it away. He's going to get called for an offensive foul on the clear out. And that's his third. .6:25 left, third quarter. Banks just a 9-point lead, 39-30. Trenbeth to Hernandez. Jackson Selden drives inside. Ball knocked away, and we're going to get a loose ball foul on Banks.
Yeah, ball was knocked away because of the foul. Little hacking foul on Wyatt Selleck.
His second team foul. Pass inbound from Jackson Selden is stolen by Cooper Goebel. Ahead to Ben Mayo. Run out, lays it up and in. 21 for Ben Mayo. It's 41-30. Trenbeth. Ayala Talbot, Hernandez. Jackson Selden top of the circle. Hernandez, Ayala Talbot brings the ball top of the circle, splits a double team, got away with the travel. Jackson Selden lost the ball as he slips to the floor and stolen by Wyatt Selleck. Pulls up right wing, leaves it for Cooper. Hangs, kicks it out to Michael Vereen, won't take the three. Wyatt Selleck on top right side. Over to Cooper, head fakes right side top of the circle, brings it back to Wyatt Selleck. Back to Cooper, playing catch, drives right of the key. Hangs, knocked to the floor, and it'll be a non-shooting foul as did not throw it up on his way to the rim. 5:23 left, 41-30 third quarter, 5:23 remaining in the period. Wyatt Selleck will inbound right of the hoop. Each team now with 2 fouls. Wyatt Selleck on top to Michael Vereen. Cooper Goebel.
Hernandez called for the last foul.
Right side top of the circle, the first on Hernandez. Cooper for three, over and off, no. Rebound, Michael Vereen tries to go up, blocked from behind by Miguel Valadez. And finally, I think that's the first time tonight, the Braves are going to shoot free throws. Michael Vereen at the line to shoot 2. Third foul on Julius Bolstad. First free throw, high bounce off the back rim, no good. 41-30, 5:09 left in the third quarter. Second free throw for Michael Vereen. Around the rim and off, no good. Rebound tipped around. Charlie White and Michael Vereen playing keep away, but the Braves do hang on to it. Mayo to Vereen, right baseline, drives inside, hangs against Bolstad, can't get it to go. Put back is good. 43-30, Michael Vereen. Nice job of following his own miss, and the Braves are now up 13.
That's a great job of just going around the key and coming on the backside to get his own rebound.
And Dylan Harper, stutter step move at the left wing, but forgot to take the ball with him, and that's a travel. 4's on the timer, 4:44 left in the third quarter. Charlie White will be forced to move and inbound in front of the Phoenix bench. Gets it into Wyatt Selleck. To Cooper. Back to Wyatt Selleck. Back to Cooper near side. Charlie White, high post, bad pass tipped, but Charlie able to get it back inside to Mayo, 23, and it's 45-30.
Ben Mayo was just sitting right there in the bottom of the key, right behind all of that action, and just kind of hiding away from Phoenix and not away from Charlie White. He found him, good pass.
Over in the corner to Jack Monroe for three. Phoenix no good, rebound tipped around, controlled by Charlie White. And a nice pass ahead to Ben Mayo, lays it up and in. And it's 47-30, timeout Phoenix. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Banks again with their largest lead of the game. Phoenix had it cut to 6. early in the second, but Banks in control now midway through the third quarter. It's the Braves 47, Phoenix 30. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this from Northside Rock.
Northside Rock Products in North Plains is where you can get gravel products directly from the quarry. They service contractors as well as homeowners. They can get rock straight from the quarry that's essential for paths, driveways, under concrete slabs and roads, as it packs and condenses well. Northside Rock Products offers a variety of quality crushed rock and fill material, as well as boulders and specialty rock. They offer trucks for hire for contractor work. Northside Rock Products can bring their mobile crusher to your jobs for on-site crushing and screening. Delivery is available. Get all you need at low winter rates. Northside Rock Products LLC on Northwest Dixie Mountain Road in North Plains. NorthsideRockProductsLLC.com.
And we're back, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. We are unable to bring you video footage of the action on the floor, so next best thing, we'll give you video coverage of the broadcast. 47-30, Banks a 17-point lead. Jonathan Lee, color analyst, joining me for today's game. We'll switch positions next weekend for the girls' side. Phoenix with the basketball. Trenbeth to Valadez for three, right wing, 47-33. And where would Phoenix be without Miguel Valadez?
It's 17 points now for Valadez.
Vereen drives right baseline, short, no good. Rebound to Bolstad.
I'm sorry, 19 points for Valadez.
Valadez, baseline to Roman Stubbs, threw it away. Tried to get it to Robin Trenbeth on the right wing. Under 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Banks with a 14-point lead. Phoenix is going to get into their press. Charlie White tried to get a pass to Ben Mayo, left baseline corner, and should have just went with the short pass in the backcourt, and another turnover for the Braves.
That's the 24th turnover in this game. 11 by Banks, 13 by Phoenix.
Front court, Trenbeth, Valadez. Ayala Talbot around the perimeter to Trenbeth, trying to get it inside to Roman Stubbs. One bounce, back to Valadez, right wing. Double teamed, and back out to Trenbeth, top of the circle, right wing, or left wing to Ayala Talbot, that's good. And Phoenix again back within 11 at 47-36 with back-to-back threes.
Well, he hit the three, but I think he took an extra stutter step to get in position for that wasn't called.
Goebel drives inside, gets it out to Billy Harris, back to Cooper Goebel, cross-court pass to Selleck. Pass is tipped, stolen by Valadez. Into the front court. Bounce pass to Stubbs, left to the key, back out to Ayala Talbot for three, air ball. Rebound to Billy Harris, not the person you want handling the basketball. Gets it to Cooper Goebel, though, as he gets into the front court. Drives right of the key and throws it up at the rim and is going to get called for a travel.
I think everybody in the gym saw that traveling. Cooper just took a little extra step that time and forgot to put the ball on the floor.
Good timeout for Banks. 2:23 left in the third quarter. It is a full timeout. Good timeout after Phoenix has gone on a 6-0 run. Banks has been having some problems hanging on to the basketball the last couple of possessions. 2:23 left. Banks 47, Phoenix 36. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from Oregon Coffee Roaster. North Plains Chamber of Commerce invites you to check out Oregon Coffee Roaster. Based in the Portland foothills, this wholesale roaster has decades of experience offering quality Arabica coffee and loose leaf tea to businesses. Whether you're a business customer interested in a bulk order of 10 pounds or more, or a residential customer interested in smaller quantities, contact them today for your coffee needs. Call 503-647-5102 or visit their website, OregonCoffee.com. And we're back, 2:23 left, full timeout for Banks. Banks is back out on the floor following their timeout. Phoenix breaking the huddle, 47-36, 2:23 left. Phoenix basketball, a chance to cut it to single digits. Roman Stubbs inbounds to Trenbeth in the backcourt. Ayala Talbot to Valadez. One dribble back to Trenbeth. Valadez, way out far side, gets a screen from Bolstad. Drives inside all the way to the basket, has a shot blocked, but a foul called. And likely on Billy Harris. Ooh, no, it's on Wyatt Selleck. That's his third. And at the line, shooting 2, Miguel Valadez. First free throw is good. Second free throw is off, no good. Rebound, Billy Harris. It's it to Charlie White, to Cooper. Back to Charlie in the front court. Cross-court pass to Mayo, right wing corner, won't take it. Goebel inside to Billy Harris. Gets the curl off the front of the rim. Back to a 12-point lead, 49-37.
Beautiful distribution by Cooper Goebel. Again, making things happen. If he's not scoring, he's doing it with the pass.
Ayala Talbot hands it to Valadez. Gets a screen from Stubbs. Drives top of the circle, Trenbeth. Left wing, drives against Mayo. Brings it back out left baseline, drives in the key, back out to Stubbs. Ayala Talbot takes a deep three, short off the front of the rim. Cooper Goebel the rebound. To Charlie. Front court to Selleck. Drives inside. Ben Mayo, right corner three. Canned another one. 28 for Ben Mayo.
I don't understand if you're Phoenix how you can leave that guy, a streaky shooter like that, wide open. He was as open as a taco stand here in Washington County.
Inside, Valadez misses the other way. Harris gets it to Goebel. Charlie White inside left of the key, spins, goes around a double team, and gets the layup. 54-37. Again, Braves have their largest lead of the game at 17.
And that's how you break away from a double team. What Charlie White just exhibited right there, just spin and go right out of it and right to the hoop.
Valadez drives top of the circle, now right of the key. Kicks it out to Ayala Talbot for three. That's good from the right corner, 54-40, under 30 seconds in the third.
That's his first field goal of the game in 4 tries.
Into the front court, Charlie White hooks it to Ben Mayo, 4:31 short. Rebound. Ben Mayo, nice job to knock it off a defender and save the possession. And we're going to call a foul on the floor, non-shooting. 11 and a half seconds left in the third quarter. 54-40, Braves a 14-point lead. Mayo to Goebel, left wing, back to Mayo, left corner baseline. Canned another one, he's got 31. Ben Mayo is in fuego, back to 17. At the horn, Valadez comes up short from midcourt. And after three, it's the Ben Mayo show. Banks 57 and Phoenix 40. Ben Mayo nearly outscoring Phoenix by himself. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back after this from Shannon Jennings Insurance.
Shannon Jennings of North Plains is your local independent insurance agent. Are you overpaying for insurance? She can partner with a vast range of insurance companies to provide you with the most competitive products and services. Whether it's your home, auto, commercial, or any other type of insurance, we take the time to learn about you, your family, and your business to find the best coverage to protect your unique needs. For quality insurance coverage at affordable prices, call 503-444-0566 or email Shannon at shannonjenningsinsurance.com.
Scoggins Creek Coffee is proud to offer delicious hot drinks and delectable breakfast items too. Visit their 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton. Open 7 days a week, Mondays through Saturdays until 5 and Sundays until 3. Make sure to ask about their weekly specials and visit their Facebook page. Scoggins Creek Coffee, 503-985-3483.
And we're back, start of the fourth quarter. Banks a 57-40 lead. Inside, Dylan Harper drives, kicks it out to Bolstad. Right side to Valadez. Takes an NBA three, shot partially blocked. Monroe tries to save to Bolstad and splits double team. And back the other way, run out for Cooper Goebel. Lays it, nearly dunked it and gets it over the rim, 59-42. And pass stolen by Wyatt Selleck. Back the other way. Selleck with the basketball to Ben Mayo. Ooh, and Wyatt Selleck is hurt. Looks like he will be able to get up under his own power, but
yeah, Coach Marlia, Patrick Marlia, asking him if he needs a sub, and he says, no, I'm good, but they're going to take him off anyways, but he didn't want to come off. Nick Vidmantis coming in.
17-point lead for the Braves. Goebel to Charlie White. Back to Mayo. Left wing to Nick Vidmantis. Around the perimeter to Billy Harris, left baseline corner. Goebel. Braves look like they may want to run some clock. Cooper drives inside. Vidmantis, left wing three, short, no good. Rebound, Billy Harris, goes back up, no. Rebound, Jack Monroe, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Braves. It's going to stay Phoenix basketball. 17-point lead for the Braves, under 7 minutes, played just a minute into the fourth quarter. Valadez drives free throw line all the way to the basket, lays it up and in, counted, and he's fouled. I believe it's going to be on Vidmantis.
21 now for Valadez to lead the way for Phoenix.
It is the first on Nick Vidmantis, fourth team foul. Free throw is no good, though, and the rebound to Cooper Goebel. Being harassed in the backcourt, no foul, and ball will be taken away by Phoenix and nearly stolen back by Ben Mayo, and instead he's going to pick up a reach-in foul. Fifth foul on the Braves.
Yeah, Banks getting a little, both teams sloppy, but Banks with 15 turnovers, very uncharacteristic of what we've seen this season.
15-point lead. Jenner Selden lost it, but right to Jack Monroe. Driving layup at the basket is good, and it's down to 13. Timeout Phoenix. Number 8 Banks, 59. Phoenix.
Well, it goes back to what I told you before, in our pregame meetings. It said that, you're talking about, Phoenix being a lot of them basically 6 feet with just Bolstad at 6'5", and Banks having the height advantage. But, they say it's not the size of the fight, the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of his bark. And right now, Phoenix is doing they are not going away quietly. They are coming on, and they're basically what they're doing is they're using their scrappiness and their quickness to pressure Banks, get after them, cause some disruptions in their passing lane, and create them into getting turnovers. And that's what they're doing. They're turning Banks over, and they're turning those turnovers into points. It's transition basketball, defense to offense, and that's how Phoenix is staying in this game.
Ben Mayo so far with a individual high for any Banks player this year already with 31. 59-46, 6:28 left. Phoenix will again go back to their press. Vidmantis to Charlie White. Ahead to Mayo. Thought about a pass inside to Vereen. 34 for Ben Mayo. 62-46.
Yeah, and that's the danger of that full court pressure when you have a guy like Ben Mayo who's streaky hot right now, is it leaves him wide open down there on the other end, and a great find by Charlie White to get the ball to Ben Mayo.
Phoenix with the basketball, trying to at least put points on the board. Valadez to answer no, and Charlie White comes up with the rebound in the corner. To Michael Vereen. Charlie White need to get it across quickly. Charlie White gets it across far side to Vidmantis, top of the circle.
21 rebounds now for Banks.
One dribble, bad pass. Vidmantis tried to get it to Michael Vereen, and Phoenix comes away with the steal. 5.5 minutes left.
16 turnovers now for the Braves.
Valadez drives left baseline, pulls up against Vidmantis. Air ball, the rebound to Ben Mayo. To Vidmantis far side, double teamed, and nearly an over and back violation Charlie White to Cooper Goebel, right wing three, no, high bounce off the back rim. Rebound tip to Michael Vereen. Tries to go, drives right leg, reverse right layup, no. Charlie White, Phoenix fans wanted to travel. Mayo to Vidmantis for three, no. Cooper Goebel crashing the boards, and we're going to get a foul on number 3, Jack Monroe, for Phoenix, 5th team foul, under 5 minutes left, 62-46.
Yeah, one Phoenix fans you might have heard there shouting out, no, he did not like the call.
Charlie White, right baseline corner, Vidmantis won't take the three. Vereen, left baseline corner. Charlie White comes up to get it. Jumper left of the key, no. Rebound tipped high into the air by a couple of Braves players. Charlie White comes down with it, and as he tries to go back up, we're going to get another loose ball foul on Phoenix. Foul will be on Ayala Talbot. His second. One more will put Banks in the bonus, and we have a timeout, Banks. 30-second timeout, 4:41 left. Banks 62, Phoenix 46. We'll take a 30-second break and be back quickly after this from Specialty Screen Printing.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
And we're back. A couple of buckets may put it away. Under 5 minutes left, 62-46. Mayo inbounds right wing to Cooper Goebel. Back to Mayo, 34 in the game. Dangerous pass, gets it back to Goebel. Drives inside, free throw line, top of the circle to Charlie White. Mayo holds right wing, now brings the ball out on top, out near midcourt. Far side to Cooper Goebel. Gonna play keep away and try to run some clock. Cooper drives left to the key, bumps, no foul. Vereen, left wing. Back out on top to Vidmantis. Far side. Out near midcourt to Mayo. We'll bring it back out. Michael Vereen to Mayo. Next season, we will not see this with a 30-second shot clock likely coming. Vidmantis near side. Brings the ball to Mayo, far side.
This is smart strategy by Coach Marlia. Just, pass the ball around, make them come out and foul you.
Vidmantis. Hands to Goebel. 3.5 minutes. Goebel nearly loses it. Gets it to Vidmantis inside the circle.
And this strategy is why a lot of the lower school coaches in the lower classifications do not want to see the shot clock, and that's why there's a big holdup right now with it.
Vidmantis now with the basketball, nearing 3 minutes. Holds and threw it away. Pass intended to Charlie White in the right baseline corner.
That was the 7th opportunity for Banks on that possession, and it ends with a turnover.
Under 3 minutes left. Top of the circle three is good from Ayala Talbot, 62-49.
That's actually Dylan Harper that hit that three.
Back the other way, Vidmantis. Phoenix fans telling their defense to come back out on top. Mayo nearly lost it. Goebel. Drives around Trenbeth. Vidmantis holds. Now gets it back to Mayo on top. Drives free throw line. One-hand runner at the key is good. 36 points for Ben Mayo, 64-49.
Is there anything Ben Mayo can't do?
Goes well on a sandwich. 64-49, 15-point lead under 2 minutes. Phoenix with the basketball. Dylan Harper to Bolstad, right wing. Monroe drives right baseline. We're going to get a loose ball foul, I think, on Ben Mayo.
Seen a little bit of everything today for Ben Mayo. He's been very active on the defensive end, jumping in the passing lanes, really being a force, a disruptive force to the Phoenix guards. He's been canning threes left and right from the outside. He's scoring inside. It's just a great game all around for Ben Mayo.
Bolstad for three, comes up short. Rebound Trenbeth. Tries to make a move inside. No. Rebound Wyatt Selleck. Double team. Gets it out to Charlie White. And that will do it. Banks will advance to the 2022 OSAA 4A first round. Ben Mayo with 38 points, 66-49.
I don't think there's any question who tonight's Oregon Army National Guard Columbia Sportswear hero of the game is.
Trenbeth to Bolstad. Dribbling it back out on top, Dylan Harper from the left wing. Bolstad fills that position left of the basket, and three is good from Ayala Talbot. Timeout Phoenix, 1:05 left, 66-52. And Ben Mayo's night is done with 38 points, an individual high for any Banks player this year.
Standing ovation, rightfully so, from the Banks Braves nation across the way for both the Banks Braves, but also for Ben Mayo. Just a wonderful performance, like I said, both doing it inside and outside and at the defensive end. He really brought the energy to this team, and that really propelled them to get over the edge. Phoenix bringing the pressure against them, and it was Ben Mayo that responded. Mayo goes good with a lot of things, and he's good in Banks.
66-52, 1:05 left. Banks will improve to 17-6. Phoenix will see their season end at 10-14.
Well, with that last three-pointer for Phoenix, Dylan Harper has hit his last two threes for him, kind of getting into it, but I think it's a little bit too late. But it does bring it down to a 14-point, just a 14-point game. Makes it look a little bit more respectable than it's been.
Logan Kind into the game for the Braves. Gets it to Caden Peterson and traps. Finally a whistle called, and Caden Peterson is going to be at the line to shoot the bonus.
But why do you call that foul with a minute? I mean, honestly, it's a 14-point game. I know it's a playoff game, and it's like, I mean, it's not going to change the outcome of this game. And I think that's what the Phoenix fans are screaming for right now, is that it's a minute to go. It's just let them play, just let it end, because these free throws, it's not in doubt right now. It's not going to change the outcome, and that's what it boils down to.
Caden Peterson misses the first, and we're going to get a foul on Logan Kind and go the other way.
This is when the officials are supposed to call the game and not be seen. This is when they actually be seen, and then that's a fall. Like I was always taught, you never want to take control of the game to where the fans know you're out there on the court. The fans shouldn't know you're there other than that they can see you, but this is where they come in.
First free throw for Bolstad, no good. Rebound to Grayson Voss. Carl Carlson in the front court. Nearly stolen by Jack Monroe, 47 seconds left. Roman Stubbs in for Phoenix, replacing Bolstad. So this will be our final boys basketball broadcast of the season. Next weekend they'll be on the road, and the girls will be home for the first round. So we'll broadcast the girls game, and then next year Banks will drop to 3A. Logan Kind, Carl Carlson, Voss to Caden Peterson out near midcourt. Carlson, far side. Cross-court pass near side to Peterson. Into the game for Banks, also number 20 off the JV team, a name not on the roster. Carl Carlson inside to number 20, lays it up and in, 68-52. Back the other way, Trenbeth. Left wing tries from against Carl Carlson, gets it back, shot blocked. And Roman Stubbs tries to go up and get it, and the rebound taken away by Logan Kind. 2-1, and that'll do it. Final score, number 8 Banks 68, Phoenix 52. 16-point margin of victory for the Banks Braves. They will be on the road for the first round next weekend. One more Coapa League team to play later tonight as the 4th seed out of the Coapa League, Tillamook, is at Corbett as the teams are exchanging pleasantries at the scores table to close things out. Final score, Banks 68, Phoenix 52. We'll take a 1-minute break, get our final spots in, and tell you who tonight's Oregon Army National Guard Columbia Sportswear hero of the game is really not in doubt if you've been paying attention to this game. We'll be back in 1 minute.
North Plains Chamber of Commerce invites you to Tenante's Pizza and Subs. Try one of the many specialty pizzas like the Mama Supremo or a delicious torpedo sub sandwich. Mention Westside Greatest Hits and save 10% off your order. Tenante's Pizza and Subs at the corner of Glencoe and Pacific in North Plains. Open 11 to 8:30 Monday through Saturday and Sunday 3 to 8 for carry-out and delivery. Visit the website Tenante'sPizzaandsubs.com or call 503-647-5761.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And we're back. Final score, Banks 68, Phoenix 52. Banks Braves advance to a first round road game next weekend, and with a win would advance to Coos Bay North Bend for the state tournament in 2 weeks. Next weekend, Coos Bay North Bend hosting the 3A tournament, and then next year 4A will be back at Forest Grove, but Banks will drop to 3A, and if they get back to the tournament again next year, we'll again head back to Coos Bay North Bend for the 3A tournament. Banks dropping down into the Coastal Range League next year. Rainier, Warrenton, Yamhill Carlton, a team that they've had some experience with, natural rivalry from their time together in the Coapa League before Yamhill Carlton dropped down to 3A. So Banks will be a 3A team starting next year with fall sports, football, and volleyball, and could return in as soon as 2 years, according to Banks Athletic Director Ben Buchanan, as Jonathan Lee makes his way back up from checking things with the scores table on official numbers and scores for tonight. I think Jonathan we'll go ahead and
we had there's so many, you know, the problem is Ben hits so many threes and so many twos. 6 triples tonight for Ben Mayo, and then 11 two-pointers, and there's so many that we had to go to literally a committee of like 3 of us to count. Is it confirmed? So 3 confirmed. Ben Mayo with a game-high 40 points tonight, 6 triples, just an unreal performance, and he was just all over the place. Like I said, he was outside, he was inside, he was getting to the spots under the lane, and then his teammates, Cooper Goebel, Charlie White, and Michael Vereen, finding him in those spots, and it's kind of those 3, almost like the Lakers triangle offense between those 3, working the ball around and bringing the defense around them. And then here's Ben Mayo. He slips in underneath them, right underneath the basket, and they're finding him right there and scoring those easy twos. So just a great night and a great defensive night too. Do not want to lose that. Ben Mayo was great on the offensive end, but he was not just scoring tonight. He was also bringing the defensive pressure all game long. I keep saying tonight, it's today, but he was bringing the defensive pressure all game long. And so, hey, if teams can't, and that's great for Banks going forward because teams cannot just key on the obvious targets of like Charlie White, the All-American football star and basketball star, or Cooper Goebel, the 6'5" star. It's like, hey, you've got Ben Mayo, who's only 6 feet tall, 6 foot junior, so he's going to be here another year. And Ben Mayo making plays like that. Just a great all-around performance for Ben Mayo. 40 points, a game high for Ben tonight.
And a lot of those twos that he had in the game, a lot of those came off of runouts, off of steals that led to easy layups in transition.
That's what I was saying. He was making himself available right underneath the basket as Phoenix was bringing the full court pressure zone and extending that pressure up. Here's Ben sagging back down there right underneath the basket, and so it was a nice easy target for Banks to find to break that press. And they're getting that ahead to Ben underneath the basket.
Phoenix got within 6 in the second quarter off of their defense with their pressure in the backcourt, but Banks got it up to 17 on a couple of occasions and close it out with a 16-point win, 68-52, and are the first team from the Kawapa League to advance to the first round. Seaside is already there by process of winning the Kawapa League and getting the league's #1 seed. Astoria lost last night 57-55, and the other team out of the Kawapa League, Tillamook, is at Corbett tonight. Try to get you some scores from OSAA 4A boys basketball if there's any other finals to give you. A lot of games going on tonight. A couple of others started about the same time ours did. No finals to report from today from the 4A play-in round. Last night, North Marion with a road upset at Mazama, 79-69. Malala over Cottage Grove at home, 55-48. We talked about the Woodburn win over Astoria, and Marist Catholic of Eugene wins at home over Klamath Union, 76-56. So those 4 teams will advance to the first round. 3A boys basketball. Last night, Oregon Episcopal and Westside Christian are your winners from area teams in action. Catlin Gable up on the hill near St. Vincent's. Your other team, they lose at Dayton tonight, or last night, 57-47. Manahouse Christian of Tigard, the only 2A team in action, they lost at Regis of Staten east of Salem, 51-46. And most girls basketball playoff action going on today, so no finals likely to give you from 4A or 3A. We do have one final from 2A as Stanfield in the Gorge out by Hermiston travels all the way to Vernonia and beats the Loggers 34-31. So Vernonia eliminated from the 2A state tournament and will not be headed to Pendleton next weekend. Jonathan, anything you want to add before we sign off?
Well, Ben Mayo, 17 of 24 from the field, and he had a handful of steals. He forced a lot of steals. Just a great all-around performance tonight, really. A great game for Ben Mayo. Impressed with his performance, but I'm not surprised by that because I've seen shades of that all season long. Ben Mayo, great. And remember, he's just a junior. Banks Nation, he's coming back another year. And, you hope in this day and age with schools around the area that see those stars and say, hey, you can come over here and we can help you with tuition. But hopefully he stays right here at Banks High School, dropping down to 3A next year. Ben Mayo, Wyatt Selleck. But, hey, still some unfinished business here in the 4A as Banks is moving on to play in that first round of the state tournament. They're going to have to travel, though, but hopefully it'll be somewhere close. But great game by Ben Mayo. Cooper Goebel dropping dimes all over the place tonight, finding Ben Mayo in the right spots. Michael Vereen and Charlie White working the boards. 29 rebounds today, unofficially. for the Banks Braves, held a 29-16 edge. Some things to work on, though, definitely. Turnovers was a problem, and that's credit to Phoenix. They brought some pressure. They forced Banks into a lot of turnovers, but also they were able to break that pressure defense, as we talked about, finding Ben Mayo in easy spots.
So that will do it for us. Our next broadcast will be either next Friday or Saturday. We do not know the opponent yet for the Banks Lady Braves, who will host a first-round game next weekend. If it's a team from the Valley, it will likely be a Friday night matchup. If it's a team from the coast or Eastern Oregon or possibly even as far south as Phoenix, it will likely be a Saturday afternoon tip-off similar to today's game. We should know later tonight around 10 o'clock. We'll keep you updated on that on social media. So for Jonathan Lee, I'm Trevor Beard. Again, thanks for listening to tonight's game. Ben Mayo with a individual high for the season, 40 points for the Banks Braves with a 68-52 win, Banks over Phoenix. They'll be on the road for the first round next weekend. We'll have girls basketball next weekend here at home for the first round. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. For Jonathan Lee, I'm Trevor Beard. Good night and God bless.